Hello and welcome to the Fearsome Rubber Ducky, and boy do we have some good news for Pirate 101 lovers. Alright, so I went through and watched the recent MGI conference with the CEO, CFO, COO, and the bigwigs. The CEO actually owns 33% of the shares in the company, and this guy seems to really love Pirate 101, so that's good news for you guys. All right, so let's go ahead and dig right into this. We'll take a look at the first slide. So apparently, 39% of all revenue comes from players that played the game for 5 years, but 32% of the revenue actually comes from players who've only played the game for 1 year. So that what that means, guys, is that we have a lot of the revenue from Pirate 101 coming from new players. And if you compare this to the Wizard 101 slide, you realize that a lot of the revenue from Wizard 101 does not come from new players. It comes mostly from loyal players. So that will point that out, and maybe that's why they're seeing so much potential with this game right now. So on to the next slide, and here we go. All right, guys. So what you're looking at right here, EBIT margin essentially is how much of the money that they make is actually a profit, and as you can see, you see very favorable numbers for Pirate 101 that are almost on par with Wizard 101 that has seen much more investment into it. So that is super good news for us, and it also shows MGI sees the potential of Pirate 101, and as you will be seeing from the clips, you have some people who are very excited about this game and its future. So without further ado, here they are.
Okay, and my other question is, right now, Wizard 101 has 140 levels, but Pirate 101 has only 70 levels, half of what Wizard 101 has. Does MGI see any potential in potentially adding more levels to Pirate 101 to make it comparable to the amount of levels that Wizard 101 has to be played right now?
Yeah, I think a difference of 70 levels is not so easily to close the gap in a short time frame. But what we definitely will do, we will have a close look also on Pirate 101 and put some efforts in the game to also bring it on a bigger level than it is currently. I believe that Pirate 101 has also a high potential, which was maybe not fully used in the past. But therefore, we are also looking into that, and we'll have a team working on this.
But as Jens said, I mean, the current team is really focused on improving and growing Pirate 101 and Wizard 101. And with our, let's say, we're now over 700 employees altogether in the group. We have, of course, additional resources to help doing this.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and stop that real quick. I'm just going to point something out. We have whole Kingsisle lives where, the Kingsisle life does not mention Pirate 101 once. In contrast, you have this where quite often they mention Pirate 101 before they ever mention Wizard 101. So that is definitely a very good sign for us, guys.
Yeah, and I saw on Twitter some guys actually being a bit desperate for content updates for particularly for Pirate actually. So
yeah, there's room. There's absolutely room for improvement, or let's say for doing more.
Like, guys, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, if you've been around, we have been desperate for years, and this guy realized it after we have gotten the cold shoulder from Kingsisle for years. So, guys, we'll be seeing some really good changes.
Yeah, obviously liking comic style or anime style games, with liking pirate characters, which is also very famous, thinking of Pirates of the Caribbean. I think there's not that one typical player. It's really a wide range of players who are in our games and playing them.
All right, guys, I really wanted to quickly point this out, but this was a question specifically about Wizard 101 and Kingsisle games, and the guy answers it and talks about Pirate 101. He doesn't even mention Wizard 101 once. So that there should say something. I'm just saying.
A big patch coming, if there's a big update coming, we have seen in the numbers, in the KPIs, that a huge amount of players who has been inactive for some time is coming back and immediately also going into subscriptions again and then playing the game for quite a long time again. And then it's also on us to deliver content updates on such a regular base that the player retention is in a positive way for MGI and Kingsisle.
All right, guys. So what we can gather from what was just said there, they plan on sustaining the games with consistent updates, guys. Yes, that means Pirate 101 will be updated again, and hopefully it'll be updated indefinitely. So, guys, this is really big news. I've been waiting for this for such a long time. Any rate, guys, that pretty much sums it up when it comes to the Pirate 101 highlights of this particular conference call. Now, if you want to watch the entire thing, link down below in the description. It does mention a lot about Wizard 101, but since I'm not all too interested in Wizard 101, I didn't include that. But there are probably a lot of other YouTube channels who've done that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Quack-a-doodle-doo, and peace out for now.